The old woman reached into her pocket and pulled out a crumpled tissue. She dabbed at her forehead, which was slick with sweat. She looked around the diner, her eyes wide with fear. "Is he gone?" she whispered to the waitress. "Is he really gone?" The waitress leaned in close, her eyes darting around. "He went out the front door. I saw him. He's all yours now." The old woman nodded, her gaze fixed on the door. "Thank you." She sat there for another hour, still clutching the tissue, watching the door. Finally, she stood up, slowly, stiffly, and walked out into the parking lot. She looked around, her eyes wild with terror, and stumbled toward a car. She opened the passenger side door and got in. A young woman was sitting in the car, her eyes closed, her head resting against the seat. The old woman slid over and collapsed into the seat beside her. She grabbed the woman's hand, her fingers digging into the soft flesh. "He didn't follow me, did he?" she asked, her voice shaking. The young woman's eyes flew open. Who didn't follow you?" The old woman's eyes were wide with fear. "The man in the black car. The one they sent to take me." The young woman frowned. "What are you talking about? There's no one in a black car outside." She looked out the window and saw a man in a black car getting out of his car. "Oh, God," she whispered, her eyes wide with terror. As he approached the car, the old woman turned to the young woman and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you in danger. You don't have to do this if you don't want to." "What are you talking about? What are you asking me to do?" The old woman hesitated. "To run away. To get as far away from here as possible." She looked at the young woman, her eyes pleading. "Please, I'm begging you. Run." The young woman watched as the man in the black car reached the car and knocked on the window. He looked at her, his face pale and drawn, his eyes filled with a strange, disturbing light. The young woman turned to the old woman, her eyes wide with fear. "What did I do?" The old woman reached out and took her hand. "You were chosen because you're special," she said, her voice barely a whisper. "They want you to join them. Join the cult." Before the young woman could respond, the man in the black car was at the door, his face inches from hers. "Join the cult," he whispered, his voice a low growl. "Join us and you will be powerful beyond your wildest dreams." The old woman looked at the young woman, her eyes filled with tears. "Don't listen to him. Don't join them. It's not worth it." The young woman stared at the man in the black car, her mind racing. What did he want from her? Why did the old woman want her to run away? Was she in danger? She looked back at the old woman, then at the man in the black car. She took a deep breath and made a decision. She opened the door and stepped out into the unknown.